Bearskin Lake First Nation Chief Lefty Kamanawataman was busy late last week pressing Ottawa for help.
That's the message we want to send out to the government. We want boots on the ground right here in the community.
But by Saturday, he, like half of those in his community, had been laid low with COVID.
Nighttime, just sweats and the runny nose and the whole shebang.
The chief was too ill Tuesday for media interviews, but a community spokesman said on the weekend they were disappointed that after asking for as many as 40 military personnel to help run the community on January the 3rd, it was not until January the 9th, Sunday, that the federal government responded, and then with only 6 Army Rangers, at least 3 of which live in the community and are just recovering themselves from COVID.
What Canadians are seeing in the crisis in Bearskin Lake is the systemic indifference from this federal government, the Liberal government, towards the health of Indigenous people.
Meanwhile, others who live in their vast northwestern Ontario neighborhood have pitched in to help.
We want to say thank you to all these neighboring communities that have stepped up to help us.
That aid included this snowmobile convoy, packed with supplies that made the 3-hour trek last week from Big Trout Lake First Nation.
While the disease has been relatively mild to moderate for the community, the fallout in terms of the workforce, the day-to-day operations, that has been brutal on the community.
Indeed, if there's one small blessing, it's that Bearskin Lake and many other First Nations communities in the region had a strong vaccination program in place.
Definitely, the situation could have been much worse if it weren't for the high vaccination coverage rates in the community.
As for Ottawa, federal officials continue to monitor the situation in Bearskin Lake and will adjust to conditions. David Akin, Global News, Ottawa.